Hi folks, good afternoon and welcome again to the urban plot. As you know, when we was last here, we just covered down to secure all the weeds and what's not growing up basically. Just to remind you guys that it's the urban plot and it's all about you guys helping me to get this plot up and running. And the good news is, if you watched last episode, we've actually got it clear and now we have to start progressing onto our next steps. Again, thank you for all those pleasant comments out there, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. And again, thank you for all your subscribers out there, and we will get on with it and make sure that this place actually becomes part of you as well. So at the moment, again, I shall just turn the camera around and for you to see what's going on. We haven't done nothing from the last time. The reason being, as we are just preparing to basically scope out the area and decide what is where and where we're going to put things. In my mind at the moment, I will just show you. Let me spin the camera around. For the time being, this again, let's try and get a better angle at the urban plot here. Looking down, that's the areas all covered in green and black, which goes up to the pond. And across there again is where we've put down the matting for planting. And one of the things I want to do today is actually get something planted. I don't want to lose out with anything that can grow on here on the urban plot while we're sorting out what we're doing and how we intend to go about getting this plot up and running. And again, it's a bit rainy today. We've got a few bricks down and also some just to keep down. The weather's been good off and on, so it hasn't been too bad. So our intentions are just to get stuck in really. So my idea now is, if you look at this green part here, is to actually put the shed this area here. There's a nice tree just behind it, but I'm thinking of putting the shed there and then getting some trees and actually putting them sideways down along the frontage. And with this, I think we'll start challenging this as well. Turn it over for the time being, but we are going to make use of it because we can mix it in with our manure and just get the sand out. But you'll see how we progress with that. But it's going to be, although it's a hill or a mountain right now, I'm sure we'll get it down and we'll make good use of it. But looking nicely here is the lilies in that bath that we've got hidden below here, which we decided to keep. And up to now, seen a bit of movement in there, but still don't know what to do. Anybody experts about a made-up bath with some types of insects in here, with a wildlife, whether or not we should be filling it up, or what should we fill it up with, or can we clear it? Is it best to clear it up? But these lilies that's come up, it looks very, very, very nice. And you can see as well, look, some wildlife within there growing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the polytunnel and pick up a few things that we might. One of the things I really want to plant and get out here is the pumpkin, so we can actually get it running, and hopefully by October they're running up and down. At least we'll have something to actually eat from the urban plot. Okay, for those who remembers the polytunnel, due to not having the urban plot cleared, we've had quite a few episodes in here. I just thought that I'll give you a little tour of how it's looking right now. And if you look back, if you remember that, if I look down here, this is what I planted for. We decided that we're going to put some lines of spring onions down there, they've now slowly come up nicely on that side. And then we had the lettuce. So this is what's become of the lettuce. And they look lovely, ready to pick. And then we had the parsnip, which did not come up. The pumpkin, right, I have temporary pumpkin in here, and that's going to go up on the urban plot, looking nice and ready. That pumpkin there. I have another additional pumpkin. These pumpkins, if you remember, if you watch episodes before, I was given a pumpkin tree, a couple of them, and I've just kept them in here. I had to repot them actually, because they was growing so fast, which they're doing here, which I'll never keep I would never run pumpkins in a polytunnel, because they just go wild and it's too fast for them. So I'm going to get them on the urban plot, so at least we've got something nice running on the urban plot. And again, if you remember, on this side, look at that. Look at that. For those who did not manage to see when we planted these, if you look back on the episodes, you see how small they are. I've done exactly the same thing. I came down here, but if you watch that, we've already cut that one. We had the lettuce here. The lettuce were growing here, and they are here now. We've had one lettuce. We had about 3 lettuces we've already had. So that's all great. And they are looking all right. I'm still fighting with the slugs, but they will eat, and we will eat the same way. So there's really much we can do about that. We have a fight with them. So again, if you remember that these were called the little gem lettuces here. Here they are. They're not little gems no more. All right. So here they are, the picture. Yep. Get them nice little gems. And they taste absolutely brilliant as well. Yes, we do have a few slugs that come on them, but we do. You just take them off and you eat well. And then we had the cauliflower. Cauliflowers are taking their time to come up. That was the cauliflower that we had. As I said, we had them from B&Q, I think it was, the cauliflower seal. They haven't folded. It's quite hard to know what. You think they're just folding to protect themselves. There's about 6 cauliflower here that we haven't touched. You can see them trying to do something. I mean, look how big the leaves are. As I said, in polytunnels, they grow wonderfully. It's just that you have to be fighting with the slugs. And then we have the brilliant lettuce here. Sorry, not lettuce, cabbage, sorry. And that was the cabbage here. We've left it there still, just to look at. They haven't folded over like that actually, but they've come along nicely. I've had a few leaves. I'm going to have a bit more to take home again. They're absolutely tasting beautifully. Again, we have the slug competition really. Who can eat some, trying to eat faster than the slugs really. So they've come up nicely. It is nice to see the beauty of how these things grow and how they come up. I'm very glad that they have done. I have planted, let's just move these out of the way. Everything grows so fast. I have planted some peas. I'm just hoping that they climb up on this. They are coming. Not all of them come. And I have to start to lead them onto their climbing frame that I want them to. So we'll have some peas. So I'll get some bamboo sticks and try and get them. Those have come up. You can see them coming up nicely. So I've got a lot of weeds to take care of really in here. As fast as everything is growing, the weeds is growing as well. Now this was that little tomato plant. Again, for those who hasn't seen the episode, you can see how beautiful this has come. It needs a lot of support now by looks of things, which I'll have to get some supports and start tying it up and start branching it out, because that looks like it's ready. As you can see, flowers has already started around, so that means that it's ready to start. Again, when you're in a polytunnel, there is a lot of speed behind it. And this is another weed, isn't it? I gotta get rid of all these weeds. The peppers didn't do too good. Finally, the carrots are coming up. It's so surprising how long these carrots take to come up. There they are. And I was given some eggplants. Thank you for the eggplants that was given to me. These are quite nice. I don't know how they're going to come up, or they were smaller. There was about that size, and that one's grown up now a lot bigger than that, so it's getting there. Again, this is the peppers that was planted on one of the episodes before. And then we've got our lovely grape tree, looking good, looking healthy. I've got a few of the old leaves that I have to remove, really, so the others grow stronger, and it just proves that this is growing absolutely brilliant. And hopefully we'll get some grapes soon. Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do now is this is also, this swede has come up different to how I really wanted the swede to come up. And that tomato tree, as I said, I'm only growing one in here, and I've got a couple other runners. This also looks like a cucumber as well. So I have a few items that I can actually get planted in up there today, and I'll try and plant in as much as possible, so we can have the urban garden, at least the urban plot, actually doing something, just bringing it alive until we can start getting more things in there. Again, those who remember, this is the potatoes, which I shall be trying and remove them out as well and take them up to the urban plot. That was the plan, so they're outside and they get a lot more water. It is hard to run inside, but hopefully these shouldn't be too long before they're ready. And one of my plans is to actually, I just do believe in planting potatoes in these large tubs. So when you're ready and you want to eat the potatoes, you just take out the tub. When that's done, you replant back that tub, and then again, so forth, go on. So you'll always have a running of potatoes. So I do need to get another probably 10 more potatoes where I can plant in large containers. One of the things that's helped this grow so wonderfully as well, alongside trying to beat the slugs, is the a remedy called the garlic remedy, which you boil garlic in a pot for about 10 to 15 minutes on the boil, and then you put it in a container after it's cooled, and then when you're watering the plants, you just put it over. The slugs apparently don't like garlic, but I'm sure either they don't like garlic or they're getting used to garlic now, that I'll probably have to try something else. But that, as I said, it's so beautiful looking at things that just grows naturally within a matter of weeks, not months, not years, weeks, in the polytunnel. I actually built that on the polytunnel now. That's my make-believe window, but I'll put some netting around it just to move the air a bit more around this polytunnel. I think it has helped. It's make things breathe a bit more. When you come in here, it just used to be drenched down with wet due to being so enclosed. And I've just put up a netting because eventually you get the butterflies start to come in, and they eat as well as the slugs. I'd say, well, a bit more than the slugs, because they come in quite a few at a time, so they can eat down a cabbage within within the night, you know. So you gotta be careful. All right, we'll get a few up to for the urban plot and get them planted then, shall we? Yes, I'll say well done to the urban plot. We are now in progress of where we get to now and in the future, as we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 pumpkin trees growing, or pumpkins plants, sorry, growing, and we have 1 cucumber plant growing as well, just called a female cucumber. There's no other information regarding it. It's been planted on quite a windy day, but we have started our progress, and let's hope that we can move on from here. And don't forget your comments and subscribing. Let's do it. Let's get this urban garden up and running. Bye for now.